Do you think if he goes AD Shyvana in the jungle here, he has somewhat better game only because of the fact they have so much AP already? Potentially. I mean, let's see what the enemy team built. What the fuck? Echo built Abyssal Mass? That is trash. I mean, I think AD Shyvana is just a harder carry than AP in general. What elo is this? Like, did you end the game with the Void Staff? Yeah, you did. Wait, you didn't go, like, AP Shyvana's, like, main item. Unless I'm, like, unless she doesn't build Nashor's Tooth anymore, but I'm pretty sure HP Shyvana used to always go Nashor's. Yeah. Yeah. Some of these AP Shyvana players, well, this one guy in particular, like, doesn't build it. But hi, Jamel. Nashor's is just really good because you get your ult back faster. That's what the autos are good for. On top of the fact that it gives AP, but like, so like you're saying you were having trouble with Mundo, who you couldn't one shot. Yeah, like that's Mundo's thing. If you were AD Shyvana, you would shred the shit out of Mundo. But AP Shyvana, you're like a bursty poke champ. Like Mundo should really never die to you.
30 seconds until minions.
You kind of play away from Mundo and just try to land ease on everybody else.
Minions have spawned.
Alright. So you're trying to learn jungle. Alright, so let's just do this the way I normally do it with jungle. Odds are, like, so what we're looking for first is if you're clearing your camps properly, like not clearing them properly, but full clearing. And then getting there for the second. Oh, we're not off to a good start, are we? And then getting there for the second rotation when it spawns. Well, definitely got to be landing those E's. It makes you do a lot more damage, but it's okay. Could be worse. You don't even have to smite that, but it's whatever. You can look up how to clear everything efficiently, or not efficiently, like how to clear each camp properly just on YouTube and stuff. Or just like open a VOD of a high elo player playing the champ in the jungle, and you'll see how they clear each camp. It's not as important for this elo, but wait, hold on a sec. Small Shyvana thing. Oh, no, okay. Your E isn't up yet. Well, your E was 3 seconds. You want to make sure you're using your Q when your E is up. Or when your E is on them. Oh, okay, it comes up really fast, though. Nice. You're doing the auto reset, too. Good job. Oh, yeah, they changed the Q a bit. They made her next 2 attacks gain 40%. I see. Damn, I might play some Shyvana top, bro. That's what I'm going to play. Okay. That's the plan. If I get top lane, I'm going to play Shyvana. With Ghost TP. Okay, so right here. This is the part I'm talking about. Right here, after you just did your full clear, and you took the scuttle, you should just reset, and go start your clear again. That's how you're going to get ahead 99% of the time in this elo. Unless you see a play that's so good that you should do that. So if we look down here, this like is a potential play. He is low. Like, you could go for this and it would be fine. But that's all that, like, if there's not, like, a really good play to make, then... Oh, look at this. Look at this fucking guy. Oh, God. Wow. Okay, then. Well, okay, so... I like that you were going to push the wave, but this is where Look, see, you're a laner going into jungle, so you need to know you should know this already. Like, this is gonna slow push back to your team, so you shouldn't touch this. You should leave this. Jin's gonna be losing so much for this. You're kind of trolling touching this wave. Now you have it frozen on their side, and you're gonna fucking die for it. I bet you. Yeah. So you griefed yourself and your team with that one. But anyway, that was a fine play to go for. And if that play wasn't there, you should just start your clear over. Uh-oh. Whew, I don't know where we were going there. Okay. Let's see what you bought. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. You should not be buying this on your recall for multiple reasons. One, you need to get a Dark Seal. Two, look at this item for a second. You have to think about items in this game like... So, this might cost 1,100 gold or whatever, right? 1,100 gold. In that price, like, all of these things are taken into account. The 300 mana. It's 1,100 gold for all of these things. The 300 mana. The enlightened passive thing. See, so a lot of the gold you just put into this is completely useless because you don't have mana, and the enlightened passive is useless. So you really just paid 1,100 gold for 40 AP and 10 ability haste. So what you should have gone is like a Dark Seal, amplifying tome, boots, anything like that. But you shouldn't be dumping all your gold into something that is giving you mana. See what I'm saying? Also, you're supposed to be going Night Harvester, so I'm confused what this is going into. Oh wait, you go Ludens this game? Well, that's a problem. You need to be going, like, your champ doesn't have mana, so you shouldn't be building any of the mana mythics. Unless, like, there is going to be a there is going to be a time. There's been times before where, like, something like this, where the best possible item was a mana item. So they would still do it. That's not the case right now. Night Harvester is what you would build here. Which is going to give you, like, you could have, the same amount of gold you just put into this 1,100 Lost Chapter, you could have put into an alternator, which is way better. You see, so, like, you wasted a lot of gold this game if you went Ludens. Like, that makes you significantly weaker here. Dark Seal always buy first back? Pretty much, yeah. You're in the jungle, so, like, you can get that thing stacked up nice and quick. Nice. So this wave you should push. So, like, this one's actually pushing, so you should push this one. Not, but... Okay, good. Yeah, better. Just push, just push, just push. Okay, you got him. Well, you didn't have to do that, but it's fine. Don't. Yeah, see, like, you just griefed your fucking Vars again. You just griefed him again. Poor dude. This is fine, because Shyvana, it's actually... okay, Shyvana, you don't grief for dragons, just like, you know, just like any other champ. But Shyvana does get more value out of dragons than others. How much does she get now? Is it still 5? Yeah. Damn, you can really see the 20% damage. You can really see the extra 20%. Smite, please. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, good. Yeah, reset. You should get, on this buy, you should get Dark Seal, Magic Pen Shoes. Well, we got the Magic Pen Shoes. So this could be worse. I mean, this was an efficient buy for the item that you're going, but... Shouldn't be going this item is the problem. Okay, so not bad so far. Give me old Mordekaiser. Let me get like pet. Let me put Dragon on a leash. Shit. With old Mordekaiser, you could have Dragon Illness because getting the Dragon with old Mordekaiser was a legitimate win condition. You could siege mid 1v5 if you had the Dragon Ghost on old Mordekaiser. Which is hilarious. Ooh. Okay, so we'll talk about this in a sec. Blur, please use E. Okay. Listen. So look, right here, like he's level 5, right? He's level 5, you're level 7. Your ult, the way you're going to use Shyvana ult, it's similar to if you're playing something like Kha'Zix or anything with a jump. Like, you shouldn't be ulting on top of him right now. You should be waiting until you need that part of your kit. You should just be using E, W, and Q. And then once you need to use this for mobility or for damage or for CC, then you would use this. Yeah, Tibbers will have to be my replacement. You see, because now, look, if he has E up, you do this. If he has E up, he just E's away from you. See what I'm saying? Like, you need this mobility against somebody who has mobility. Now, in team fights, a lot of the time, you're going to be ulting like just at the very start, so you can just be chucking E's the whole time. But in a skirmish like this, you need to be very patient with your ult. You should also be smiting this, like, immediately. I mean, I know your mental stack is a little bit overwhelmed right now. You're trying to dodge the Echo W. You're trying to kill Echo. A lot of shit's happening. But you got to understand, like, you smiting this away from him means he can't potentially level up to 6, which I think it does give him 6. You see? So, does he say reversing polarity? I finally understood what he says there. Oh boy. See, like, this is some AP Shyvana shit, and you're gonna die for it. Well, you should have died for it. You might still die? Yeah. Your AP Shyvana, all your damage is really loaded into your E and your ult. Hot and upcoming content creator. Bro, Kinky, you just missed my first game of the night. First game of the night. My fucking jungler decided to grief us all. Maybe there really is a difference in time when you play. Was that a Kali fight worth? I gave a shutdown? Well, yeah. It's just like, this, you didn't have to die here. This is a fight you should be taking because you're stronger than Echo, and you could have taken if you smited the scuttle away from like you should have and like played this properly, you don't die and you guys could possibly kill everybody. But at the end of the day, even with you dying, it's still worth. I just was busy all day, so I couldn't stream earlier. Okay, so one thing I do need to, so I do notice though, like whenever you clear something, looks like you clear something, then you kind of just walk around like this. Like I don't think you had a plan here. Like I'm not sure what your plan was here. If you didn't have a plan and you're just walking into the river, that's not good. If you was like, okay, I think mid lane is gankable or whatever, it's not. But if that's what you're trying to do, that's one thing. I mean, mid lane's technically kind of gankable, but you have so much more gold than everybody. It's insane. So you should already be planning your next step, your next move, while you're clearing that camp. And if there is no other thing to do, then you should be resetting and going here. That's what I mean about like clearing your camps efficiently. This play could work because she's kind of trolling. Oh, you will kill her here. Yeah. All right. Nice. Okay. Let's see what you do from here. See how much gold you have. A lot. Dude, I can't believe how fucking broken jungle is, dude. Oh. Okay, see, so like this I don't like. Not a fan of this. Because, like, your ult's running... Like, Shyvana is a very... AP Shyvana is a very, very alt-reliant champ. Like, it's very alt-reliant. I mean, even AD Shyvana is very alt-reliant, but not as much as AP. AP is giga alt-reliant. So, like, when you, like, you head over to top lane, but this dude is, like, nearly full HP, and you don't have your ult. So, it's better for you to just take the time that your ult is down to efficiently clear. Just clear your camps so you don't waste time. Like, you can tell that this play is going to be a waste of time before you even see it. If you had your ult up, then, like, you could probably send an E in here and it would do something. But, like, you see, there's just no chance. There's no chance of that working. So it's just a waste of time. Jungle's like, all about time. What if Echo came? Who cares? If Echo comes, like, here, I'll explain to you what happens if Echo comes. If Echo comes, then you'd be clearing this, you'd be on the way to this. Then you see Echo appear here. So now you know you get all of anything he has down here. So you'd go from here, you'd walk into here, you check all these camps, and then do this scuttle, and you could even potentially do dragon. You know, it depends on what happens up there, how long he's up there. But like, you doing that, you showing there, he can do the same thing to you. Right? Like, him seeing you up there means he could go take something of yours or go take the scuttle spawning. You know, that's what jungle's about. See what I'm saying? So you need to really judge the odds of your play working because there's opportunity cost to everything in this role. Well, in this game in general, but... So yeah, you definitely should have Dark Seal by now. And an Asher's Tooth instead of Luden's. Then you'd really be cooking here. You see how late you're getting down here? This is purely because the amount of time you wasted up here. You see what I'm saying? Like, you could already be down here, already done with this, you know, doing whatever. That's just like, just an example. Oh, you see him. You see him on the dragon. You can go here too, it's fine. But you could probably just kill the fucking guy over there. You don't have to ghost there, but it's fine. Not the biggest deal. He wasn't even fucking close, this guy. Alright. Things are getting a little dicey here in a second, though. You gotta pull the dragon. Oh, you're so dead. Yeah. So... This is like where the mental stack and like map awareness is important. Like, when you're heading over here, look, you have the information of everybody. You know where Echo is, you know where Akali is. But so when you walk over here and you see this, look, like, you need to be thinking that Echo is probably going to come over the wall and Akali could be coming over here too. And you're not going to have your ult. So you can't just sit here. Right? You gotta, like, either ping assistance and see if your teammates are coming over as well. Although Varus is so low that... Like, that's basically the price you kind of have to pay here. And, like, you have to give this until teammates come, and if they can't, you don't do it. But this is just trolling. This is just, like, a lack of awareness. Which I'm assuming is just from, like, mental stack. Looking at a lot at the time. Tank Vagar. Oh my goodness, my eyes. TF's getting bodied by dragon. Hey! Stop it. Okay. So yeah, little bit of mistake, little mistakes here and there. Ludens has done 130 damage. Like, you should be like, these mistakes that you're making right here are important because they're not mistakes where it's like, that's close, you know, that was a tricky scenario. These are all very avoidable mistakes. And you would be like level 11 right now. You could be like really, really fed. Level 11. So you would never have done drag there. It's not about not doing it. It's not like black and white enough. It's like you can pull it out, but then like you have to be paying attention to where everybody is. Like if you're hitting the dragon over here and a Kali shows up and you run away and wait to see how your teammates respond, then that's fine. But if no one responds, you can't 1v2 them, so like you have to just leave. But you like put yourself in the pit, made it very easy for Kali to come over and kill you. You should have just went to your top side there. So you try to do your bot side camp and then scuttle. You need to do scuttle first if you're going to do this. Otherwise, you should assume it's gone and you go straight to your top side. No. Yeah. Yeah, your map awareness is very poor, which is like a big skill for... So, in mid lane, if I'm coaching you mid lane, I wouldn't be like, yeah, you need to be aware that this person's here and that person's there. Because, like, this elo is way too low for that. And in mid lane, your mental stack is taken up by so many other things. In the jungle, though, there's nothing else. There's nothing to take it up. So... It's expected of you to not jump in like this when we know Akali is right behind him. You're just so tunneled. There's a difference between like mental stack and tunnel vision. This is tunnel vision. This is you not even trying to pay attention to where Akali is. You're just going in. So like you need to actually think about and pay attention to the enemy laners in situations like this. Especially because Akali's fucking gross. Yeah. I wouldn't have even been here at this scuttle in the first place. To be honest with you, this scuttle, like that Mundo gank you did earlier, if I'm you, this entire sequence is different. I would have done this, his bot side, looked for him in bot side, and then gone from there. This scuttle would never be up this long. But we kind of talked about that already. But yeah, these little deaths, these deaths that you're getting right now are really like preventing you from snowballing. You should be way, way further ahead. The fact that you've died 4 times and you still have this much gold is absolutely insane. So I'll start because the Mundo play. That's where it started. That's where it started, but I mean, there's a lot of mistakes that we've covered between here and there. But yeah. Being able to judge, like, if a play is a good use of your time is really... it's like the biggest piece of jungle. You think mental stack is higher in League than in fighters? No. Probably not. I mean, because in fighters, you have to think of it this way. Like, there's people that have been playing fighting games for 30 years, right? Like 20, 30 years. A big piece of fighting games, like Street Fighter especially, is like anti-airing. But even people that have been playing 20, 30 years can't anti-air everything because there's too much happening. So they will still get jumped in on. But in this game, like, there can't be so much happening to where I can't pay attention to the map and my champ at the same time. To an extent, of course. Because, like, in this game, a lot of the skills you learn are ones that you can start doing on autopilot, and it won't take up much mental stack. In fighting games, though, the things you need to do, like whiff punishing, anti-airing and stuff, requires a lot of mental stack no matter how long you've been doing it. Because you literally have to shift a ton of focus into something because you have to like be ready to... You can't autopilot anti-air. Yeah, the League is a lot of habit building. Yeah. That's what I'm basically saying.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Okay. This is fine, but... So, like, I mean, it's hard. So, like, if you're going in here to invade his blue, that's fine. And then he takes it, and then you dip out. Like, you should just leave. Now that you know he's there, like, you could leave. You could go to Dragon. You could go to Herald. You could go to your blue. But you do waste a bit of time. You waste time a lot. Jungle is all about time. Like, you have to understand, like, jungle's so broken that you just always have something to do. Do you know how often it is I'm sitting in mid lane, I'm just like, there's nothing for me to do. Like, I'm just sitting there because enemy, like, because I'm just gonna die to enemy jungle, enemy support, whatever, while junglers just run around and do whatever they want. That's what I'm saying. Like, you need to be the junglers run around doing whatever they want. So because you can run around and do whatever you want, you need to make use of that time and not waste it. I done by Immortal. Oh shit, wait, I didn't see. What happened? Okay, so you go to do this. Do you have sweeper yet? You have your sweeper, you should be using it here. Whenever you're doing a neutral objective, you should be sweeping. Okay, so yeah, Echo showing up here. Your first thought needs to be, okay, if he's showing up here, where's everybody else? Could I die? And your only way of escaping is your ult. So the one thing you shouldn't do here is use your ult. We'll see what you do. Okay. So the fact that the first thing you did was use your ult kind of like shows the way you're thinking about the scenario is what you need to focus on. Is what you need to fix. You can't just ult in when it's your only escape. You can't commit until you have all the information that you need. Like, if you don't have all the information you need, meaning you know where everybody is that could be here, you don't ult in. Unless there are times where you would ult here thinking that, okay, I think Mundo won't be here. Like, you see, a lot of me telling you if a decision is right or wrong, a lot of it comes down to what you are thinking. If you're not thinking, you just go in and do this, then it's completely wrong. If you were like, I know where where most of them are. I didn't know where Mundo was, but I really didn't think he'd be here. I'd be like, oh, okay, well, that's fine. And then you go from there. That's how you analyze and break down the situation. It's all about how you are, like, what pieces of the game, what pieces of knowledge, like, information did you have here? And how did you use it to make this decision? To me, I don't think you were really anywhere close to what I'm saying right here. I could be wrong. I think you kind of just went in. You saw Echo and you were like, it's 1v1, I'm going to beat him. I could be wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'd love to be wrong here. Yeah, exactly. See, you're looking at it in a vacuum. That you can't do that as a jungler. It's great and all that, like, you know that you can fight him, but you can't. That's not enough. So that is like the thing you need to fix big time, because that's affecting pretty much every single death here. Every single one of your deaths and mistakes is you going when you don't have enough information. See what I'm saying? To be fair, they walked towards the walls if they were planning to all to escape until they decided they were 1v1. Nah, there wasn't enough time for that. So I should have engaged with W&E? No, honestly, like, yeah, you could. So it's just like you can like fight him with W and E in like your basic abilities, yeah. But in the back of your mind, you need to be ready to ult out. You should be thinking, okay, someone could show up here. Because if you ult out, that's fine. Like you're now in ult form and you can be chucking E's if they try to do anything. But like you have to understand your only escape as Shyvana is your ult. That's like what makes this champ like a little bit outdated. Is that her only mobility is on her ult. That's how Diana used to be too. But they changed that. Alright. I hit like a fucking truck. Bro, did Mundo just miss someone running in a straight line? Or am I trolling? Did he just like throw it like it hit my fucking window? Yes. Yes, exactly, Dan. Yeah. Bro, that legitimately hit my fucking window. Like, it's like so far away. Doesn't even make sense. Shyvana didn't juke a single thing. She just ran straight. Oh, no, brother. No, 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 no. Like, see, Mundo... Mundo could turn and kick the shit out of you right now. Like, see, you're trying to auto him and shit. First of all, you shouldn't even be, like, even throwing your E at Mundo. I mean, does he have... He has a lot of HP. I mean, you threw your E backwards. But, like... Look. You see, like, that... that's AD Shyvana. You're not playing AD Shyvana. You literally... When in team fights like this, you literally should just be running around playing for your E cooldown. That's it. Which is another reason Night Harvester's better. I'm pretty sure it gives 25 ability haste over 20. If I remember right. And I think it gives... I don't know. I forget what it gives on the Mythic passive, but... Yeah, so like... This game, you went from like giga fed to just like throwing every single play. From you not paying attention to where the enemy team is. And you're too tunneled. Mythic passive ability haste? Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, so you can get CDR from that. Bro, I bet AD Shyvana is so good in low elo, man. I bet it's so good. Wait. Hold up. So, you went to the dragon, you pulled the dragon out, TF ulted. So you were thinking, well, AD Shyvana is much harder. AP Shyvana is incredibly easy. But right here, what were you thinking? Because half of this makes it seem like you didn't want to fight. But you went up and hit the dragon. Alright, okay, that's what I thought. So you saw Mundo here. You saw Mundo, so you knew it was you were man down in the fight. Okay, so the way you play this in low elo especially. So in low elo, there's a world where the enemy team griefs so hard you can actually win. Like, 4v5. But, like, so it's good that you didn't want to fight a man down. You don't have to commit here. This is what I mean by it. Like, as Shyvana, you should just be ulting right here. Just ult right in place. And just chuck E's over the wall. If the enemy team, like, stays for too long and they get hit by enough of these things, like, they'll actually die. So, like, see, if you already ulted and you E'd, that guy dies. Whoever that is right there. Whoever's stunned, if you ulted like you were supposed to and you sent E over, that dude dies. Easily. You overkill him. And you also damage all four of them. Like, bro, your E would do like 3,000 damage. Jamel, thanks for the prime, bro. Look, they killed him without you. Look, this guy, all of these guys could be low HP. Like, you could have carried the fight. You see, that is not how you use Shyvana ult. See, so this is you not understanding, like, how to play AP Shyvana. Your ult does have a high AP ratio, but it's rare that you're going to get the chance to jump in and do that right there. Yeah, it legitimately, your ult is just an install. Yeah, exactly. How's it going, St. Blarney? So, like, don't get baited into jumping in like that with it in these fights. You're just going to explode. Your goal is to just pump out as many E's as possible. Yeah, ult anywhere. Just ult yourself to an angle. Yeah, you're just chucking E's. That's it. So, and we also have another problem. I love Death Cap, bro. But, like, you gotta understand the earlier in the game it is, the better Magic Pen is. So, if you went the proper items this game, like Nashor's first or Night Harvester first into Shadow Flame second, your E would be doing, like, fucking 800 damage. Does R do damage on top of them? Yeah. And it has a pretty nutty ratio. It's just, it's very rare that you can use it. There's no point. The risk is too high a lot of the time. I'm pretty sure the ratio is like, yeah, 130%. That's fucking crazy. But yeah, it's like very rare later on that you're going to be sending yourself in there like that. So yeah, you threw your lead big time, and that's the reason you lost, just so you know. The reason you lost is everything we just covered. From here on, you know, there's still things you can do, right? Like, you still have a lot of gold and stuff, but you did throw your lead and your build is trash, so you're just so much weaker than you should be. And if you snowballed this game properly, this game would be in a way different spot. So we'll see. Oh boy. Yeah, see? You can't do this. You can't do this, see? You see? That second drag, I should have played with caution. The moment I see a Kali, I run. Like way earlier when you died here? Well, it's less about it's less about seeing a Kali and running. It's more about knowing a Kali could be coming. And so yeah, playing it slow and then going from there. The big piece though is like just positioning yourself and thinking about that a Kali is going to be here soon. It should be here soon. So you have to position accordingly and make your decision accordingly. Why couldn't I one-shot a Kali? Well, if your build was correct, you probably could have, but even if you were building if you were building properly and you didn't troll like 6 times, you would one-shot her. But the reason why you couldn't one-shot her here is because, well, first off, that missed. You have 2 main forms of damage: your alt engage and your E. Your alt missed, right? She used E. Multiple things here. Your alt missed. She used E. Nautilus gave her this shield. And she's level 12. Akali gets an insane amount of HP per level because Chuck E. Cheese. She also has multiple items giving her HP. So, like, she has 2.3k HP plus a shield on. And then your E didn't hit her either. So nothing hit her. So that's why you couldn't one-shot her there. Hey, your Q did a little bit of damage because of Dark Harvest. How many stacks of that do you have anyway? But you actually could have potentially one-shot her if anything hit. Even with you like trolling, you actually did so much damage that. But no, your E and R both missed. Your 2 main abilities. Enemy team should take Baron here. But like, you shouldn't do that anyway. Even if you could kill her there, you really should not be ulting in there. She has just too many ways, too much counterplay, and it's too risky. You should, like, you fell so far behind here.
Killing spree. Shut down.
I can't believe your build is like what it is and you still do this much damage. Wonder what people...
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Some people play Shyvana top. Oh no, just one person. There's one Shyvana top player. And they go lethal tempo, ignite TP. I hate ignite TP though. I like ghost. I like ghost TP. Some guy go... Well, actually, there's another player here. He goes flash TP. Flash? What? He they'll give us mana back on trinities and fighter items? Who knows? Don't expect anything. I tried Nasher. Didn't go well. Well, you gotta understand that's not a Nasher's problem. That's like a skill issue type thing, you know? You don't want to not build the right items because it didn't work. Yeah, see, you did the same thing here. You keep doing it over and over. You just go in. You don't think about anything else around. Like, look how close you are to the enemy base. Look how close you are to your base, where your teammates are. But you just commit fully with the only thing that could let you live. So, like, of course you're gonna die here. Your champ's not an assassin. You're not an assassin that's supposed to one-shot people with your ult. Your champ is just a, like...
Blue team double kill.
An E bot. You install and just chuck E's. So yeah, this is why you lost. This is exactly why you lost. You fell way too far behind. And now I think you're going Shadow Flame third, which makes no sense. Because Shadow Flame is just, the longer the game gets, the less useful that is. Bro, I saw a tweet earlier, someone saying how weak jungle is. Imagine that. You see, you can't do this without your ult. Okay, yeah, alright.
Blue team.
Should I have gone Void Staff? No, you should have gone... You should have built Nashers first, or Night Harvester. And then went... Shadow Flame. And then Death Cap, and then Void. An install is basically just like... So certain characters in fighting games will have like a super, like you'll use meter, your super meter, instead of doing like a damaging ability, like a damaging super. You just install, which just gives you like a period of time where you're stronger. Yeah, like a timed power up state. Yeah, like Shyvana's ult. Shyvana's ult is legitimately an install. Like Rashid. No, Rashid doesn't have an install. Like Guile's level 2 is technically an install. Not anti-shield. Yeah, Cassante ult, Jack's ult could be considered install. Riven's ult is legitimately like the closest to an install, I think, of any character. Which makes even more sense that Adrian plays Riven. Yeah, Swain ult. I got a tweet for you. Oh god. Do I even want to see it? Hey gamers, I'd love to hear any small quality of life changes or bug fixes that would meaningfully improve your experience with the champ you play. As an example of this kind of change, here's a few changes I slipped in. Oh god. Kiana WQ fast buffer no longer sends Q. Kiana R knockback duration increased slightly to reduce chances of R knockback not overlapping with wall stun. Why is Kiana getting anything? Yeah, Nasus ult, Renekton ult, those are installs. Yep. Cogmal W no longer cancels his auto attacks. Nico R knockup won't move people out of the stun range. Shaco clone will spawn with the same mana as Shaco. He would do this. And will mirror spell animations and recall visuals? What? I feel like I should say something about Alawi here. I should say something about Alawi. I should say, like, I should say Alawi should be able to Q flash, bro. Like, for real. Why can't Alawi Q flash? Yeah, like Alawi can't Q flash, but Set can W flash. Set can W flash and reposition his W to do 1500 true damage to you, but you can't Q flash on this dog shit ability. Like, why not? Like, what's like? It would do like basically nothing. Like, it's literally just quality of life. It would not buff her in any way. I'm trying to think what I would put on this list or what I would like tweet here. Allow EQ flash, nerf jungle. Well, if you actually buff Alawi's cast times, that's not quality of life. That's just actually buffing her. Oh, Rise. Yeah. I should say something about Rise, about his abilities getting canceled when, like, his E and W getting canceled when someone drops vision at the very last second of it. I'm gonna say that. Give me wave clear. So at level 4, let's say there wasn't a play bot like I did this game. Yeah, you would still get Dark Seal. Zyra nerf? Zyra's dog shit. Doesn't that happen with Victor Q too? If it happens with Victor Q, it's very rare, but like Rise's W and E get canceled like so late in the animation, it's crazy. Victor Q is such a fast animation that it feels very rare, really rare for that to happen. With the VOD review, how do you determine whether the root cause is lack of map awareness versus lack of possibilities that are on the screen? Versus lack of possibilities that aren't on the screen awareness versus tunneling. Hold on. So you can tell the root cause just based off of, like, well, first of all, it's going to be like multiple things. But the thing is, like, map awareness leads to map awareness leads to knowing the possibilities. Those like kind of go together. If you know Akali's on the way because you saw it, then you know that that's a possibility of something happening with her. And the tunneling is also the same thing as the lack of map awareness in a way, because that's what I was saying earlier, where it's like it's not that his mental stack is so overwhelmed that he can't look at the map. It's that he's not looking at the map. He's not going into that game thinking, okay, I'm going to make sure I look where everybody is before I go to make a play. It's just not even thought of. He's just in the moment. So it's all of those things. Yeah, and then with Rise W, you cancel late in the animation, and then you get stuck. Like, it's just awful. Yeah, if you're playing jungle, you have plenty of room in the brain to pay attention to where people are. And the thing is, it's not like you're supposed to be looking where everybody is at that exact moment. It's more like, you know how, okay, I don't know if you guys are like this. So you know when you're driving and you're constantly checking your mirrors, when you go to merge, a lot of the time you don't even have to sometimes you don't even have to do a head check to see if someone's in your blind spot because you're already aware of everything around you at the time. Because you've been looking at your mirrors like periodically every 15 seconds for the last few minutes, you know nothing can be around you. Like, you know what cars are around you and where they could be. It's the same exact thing as map awareness. It's the same exact thing. So when you're doing your camps, you already have an idea of where Akali is, have an idea where bot lane is, if they're recalled, if they could be here, who has prio. So when you go to make the decision, it's not all happening at once. You already had the information. See what I'm saying? Why is Shadowflame better? Shadowflame bad later on in the game? Because it's Magic Pen. Magic Pen is better the lower magic resist they have. So the later on in the game, the more magic resist they have. So it becomes not as useful. Like, junglers are the kind of people that just like merge without looking anywhere ever and don't give a fuck. I never knew why we wait to get DC. DC? How do you counter magic resist? Voids. Like, so to counter a lot of magic resist, you get percent magic pen, which is void staff. To counter small amounts of magic resist, you get magic pen. Oh, death cap. Yeah, so death cap, you wait till third item to get death cap for multiple reasons. For that reason I was just saying, and because, the more items you have, the more valuable death cap becomes, since it's a percentage of AP. But yeah, so like, because of those reasons combined, you're going to want to get the magic pen item second. Where's your tweet? Oh yeah, I was going to tweet it. I had it written.